Oh my God, you guys. Yo, yo, yo. It's your girl, Seafoam Soldier. Hey! Back with another vlog, webisode, everything, just so cool. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and my Patreon and my OnlyFans. And thank you for paying for my heart surgery and my boob job. I'm just so grateful, Too real. And welcome to the stage.
Yo, yo, yo. It's your other girl. Seafoam Soldier. No, you got too real. I do actually need some money for heart surgery and a boob job.
And the other girl was my nickname for a while.
Actually said that. Bob's doing my intros from now on. But yeah,
I think I nailed that.
I really think you did. So yeah, I got an upgrade. Oh, that's that was significantly more professional than the standard intro, to be fair.
Well, I was about to start going on to my best recipe for blueberry muffins, but
go on, let me start.
I don't know, I have no idea. But yeah, hello.
Yeah,
everyone.
Bob's here.
I am, as you can see. Thanks for that. I don't think they noticed. I think they're still convinced that Seafoam Soldierette was live on stream.
Yeah. How y'all doing? Sorry I didn't do a stream last week. I was ill. I'm still pretty phlegmy now, so if that's an issue for anyone.
Pretty phlegmy should be a brand name.
No.
Welcome to the stage, Pretty Phlegmy.
Yeah, that's actually quite good. I quite like that.
Thank you.
So I was thinking if we can find the images. Actually, I think we should start by that. I think we should go through the looks from last week.
Yeah,
if we can.
I don't know where.
I feel like
I managed to lose my phone whilst being that's my work phone.
Oh.
There we go. I should
thinking,
lose it while being a basic bitch.
I'll tell you, if you can find pictures, that'd be great. But if not, I'll look it up on Netflix.
I got really excited for a second. I was like, oh, there's a notification. It's this live stream started.
Oh no, she said you got alerts on.
Yeah.
You want that notification bell? Nice one. Guys,
I'm committed.
Ring that notification bell.
That does sound like it was actually like a placement. What's that? Oh, I got a notification. Exactly. How do I get that, Grant? Wow.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice one. Appreciate that. Okay.
So
it'd be better to not do it on Netflix if we don't have to, but if we do, I'm sure that's okay.
Now welcome back to the live stream of Grant and Bob. Look at their phones.
Exactly. Guys, get involved. Look at your phone too, but only for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So we want to talk about our looks first.
There were some really good ones. I don't know, because I kind of want to jump in with the ones I really love, but then
No, let's go through them all.
Yeah.
How do you go to episode list? Whenever I click on RuPaul, it's just going straight to the thing.
Yeah,
I don't use it on my phone.
But yeah.
Right, episode Monster Ball.
It feels kind of good to be back. It's been...
I know.
I feel like I haven't...
I missed last week. You missed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and
so
I'm
it's
missing
been 3
the
weeks
next
for you. Oh, you're going away, aren't you?
I am.
Lame. People need to commit to this stream. Some people should take more seriously.
I'm appreciating Kurt's...
thanks for joining us, Kurt.
Dedication. Thanks for the word. I'm using my phone and Xbox. Phone to type and Xbox to watch.
Oh, nice one. Okay, so if you say Xbox to play games, I'll be angry.
Xbox to just not watch this?
Exactly. So guys, to go for a look. You can't remember. Look up looks as well at the same time. We'll go through them. Okay, I'm going to try and... Oh, come on. +10. Okay. That's the intros. Rue looks good last week.
Rue did look good.
Sorry, I wanted... Okay, first look. So we've got... this is slightly tricky.
Oh, Kiria's... thing, the kind of dealer.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. I kind of almost wanted to. I was really hoping it was like a Ouija board on the thing, because I felt like that fit the thing. And then I was like, oh, it's a dealer, which is still cool, but I kind of wanted a Ouija board. Is that asking too much?
Kurt, we can't. Yes, it is. I'll tell you why in a second. But Kurt, we can't do queen by queen because then we'll have to remember all the looks. The point is we can't remember. So we're going through it in the order of the episode. Apologies. Cos.
Hey, Cos.
You're all right. You managed to make it on Friday. Cheers.
Is Cos booting us?
Are you booting us? Join the stream to boot us. I actually respect that quite significantly.
That.
I was going to say, I think for this, so just to say, Cos, we're going through the outfits from last week, lightning round. So tell us what you thought as well. I think for the first category, slightly trick-or-treater, I think you do what you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, because that's the whole point,
cheesy.
right? I'm going as a sexy nurse, I'm going as a sexy bunny. I think just do what you want for this category. It's like Vange's just an angel, like a Victoria's Secret elevated angel. Looks amazing.
I thought it was good, but I just was a bit I wanted more from Vange. Yeah.
It's great.
It's good hair.
The whole thing's great.
More.
I love the crown, tiara with the earrings that they attached. I don't know, I think she looks great.
I still wanted more. I don't know why.
Sorry, say again?
I wanted more. Oh, Plastique's little bunny was great.
I think hers was a lot more basic than Vange's. I like it a lot as well, but I mean, it's not as good as Vange's.
I feel like it's the last.
I think about it, if Vange's did that look on the White Challenge in All Star, she maybe would have won. up near the top. Like it was
true that.
As part of a three-parter.
Yeah,
like, I actually went above and beyond.
Yeah, true. And I think you may be convincing me on this.
Okay, thank you.
I think Plastiques I really enjoyed, although it was one of those things where I was like, this is the same silhouette in some ways we've seen for a while, but you kind of get away with it a little bit for this one because it was just so pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I liked it. Scarlet
Sexy Pie. I actually loved this.
Into it. I'm into
it.
I
thought like if you're gonna do like Trampy or whatever that, like Trampy Trick or Treat, whatever the theme was, I thought that was the best way to do it. Like a shop bought basically costume, just like super corny, super cheesy. So we've got Nina's Little Shop of Horrors. Look, I love Little Shop of Horrors, so I was really happy to see this. I didn't think it was as elevated as it could be.
Yeah, don't know reference. I get it. It looks obviously super costumey, which is fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Like not really for me, but I get it.
I didn't see it.
Rajas, thank you. Rajas, I like the hair at the side. The silhouette's cool. The mask is cool. Like
I promise, I don't just hate Raja, but I just didn't get this look. The pink and
I think for her is good. Like compared to her look this week, I prefer this to her look this week.
Is this like the Latrice thing all over again?
Yeah. God. Okay, Sugarcane's. Sorry, you can give a comment to me as well.
Oh, okay.
I did watch Us. I loved Us. Of course, we'll talk about it at the end because I want to talk about Us 100%. You and me. Sugarcane. I think Alaska said it on the Race Chaser podcast. Or no, William said it, but I feel like the biggest issue. I mean, I don't know Trolls dolls that well, but you know they got like big hair, right? Is that not one of the main things?
Yeah,
that's not what William said.
When she said troll, it really threw me because I was like, "Hang on, sorry, what? You're meant to be a troll?" Like,
but William said she should have painted the face as well. Alaska said that. I'm like, that's 100%.
Paint the face, have that hair going up crazy, and then everyone would be like, troll, like within seconds.
But even then, the outfits is not giving me troll.
No, it's messy.
Nothing's giving me
It's quite droopy down the bottom as well, which is a real thing.
Good.
A real issue I had with it. It's really droopy to the point where it not only looks like a costume, which obviously you would get anyway, but it's just a very saggy and not very happy costume.
Yeah, I agree. Can't get with Scarlett's looks as well.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole thing with troll dolls. They were basically like flesh,
troll dolls are
white tan flesh color, and then it was only. I mean, they were normally naked, right?
Yeah, weird. Okay, it's going to go through these quite fast because it's going to be all day. Brooklyn Heights, Mummy Ballerina.
I really liked it. I thought it was a bit basic in some ways, but I thought it was really cleverly put together, really well.
The execution,
performed.
Yeah, exactly. The performance is what sold it. The execution was good as well, but that's why I've been a bit basic. Aerials, I didn't like it.
I thought it was an okay look, but I just don't think it fit the challenge at all. I just didn't like with all of Ariel's looks. I was like, they're kind of out of place.
Yeah, I agree.
No, which was quite nice actually.
But it's going to be better for a different category. Like it's not giving me trick or treat.
That's what I got from it. I got the feeling that Ariel was kind of like, oh, this is actually I bought this for whatever other challenge. They actually didn't do that challenge.
Yeah. No, but having the needles on and the gloves are bloody. So I don't know. She must have done things. She had blood all over the dress. Maybe it would have looked better.
Yeah.
I just think the needles could have been done in a cooler way. Just making them shoulder pads to me, I wasn't into it. I know, but again, like how much say do they get in the design of it? They probably just ask a designer to make them a dress for this category. And I feel like she's pretty detached from that process personally. Of course, like Ariel's. Sorry, you killed.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So Kurt was saying about Brooklyn was boring apart from the ballerina walk. I kind of see what you mean. Yeah. But I did like that she had like really feminine eyes with it, which kind of made it like
and her hair was good as well.
Yeah, so like slightly sexy mummy.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of. Oh, okay. I mean, you know, I love Evie anyway, but this T-Rex look was great. Like, the look itself, I thought was like,
yeah.
But like, it was performed so fucking well. Exactly. I was just like, I was so into it. Like
exactly that, yeah. And the hair's cool as well. Like the whole head and the headpiece. Silky didn't like it.
What the fuck?
Weird unicorn thing.
And like the fact that like I think they spoke about it on
Fashion Photo
Review with like the fact that
pink thing. Yeah, I agree.
It just makes it look like she's tiny, scrawny little chicken legs.
Yeah, it looks
not good.
Pretty bad.
She's like a really weird Teletubby.
I hate when people don't like embrace the challenge properly, and she from all her looks was trying to get as far away from the challenge as possible. It seemed like she wasn't trying to be horror in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, it was like it's trick or treater. Here's a sparkly jumpsuit. Like,
yeah, exactly. So Akira, this is a witch one, right?
Oh yeah, witch please.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay.
I really like this. Although I did think her second and third looks were very similar.
Oh, and the crow looks terrible. The horns with the crow on looks terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that strong.
Vanjie's.
I thought Vanjie's
was a good reveal. I never really noticed
it. It's a good reveal. That's the thing. I thought the outfit was super basic, but I really like the reveal. The kind of like that's what Alyssa's should have been.
Oh, 100%.
When Alyssa had the camera dress.
I thought the reveal was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. It's like high fashion. I like that. Like the fascinator with a fascinator.
Yeah.
It's good. Like it's obviously I want to try and share as much of makeup as possible between the looks as well, because I probably didn't have very long to change
Oh yeah,
between them.
Plastique's Maleficent kind of look.
Cool. Again, it's super basic. Like I would expect the people to go with Maleficent, and I mean it's executed very, very well. So the makeup's cool as well, but like it's not an interesting look to me. It's beautiful, but not that interesting.
Kurt's made a really good point. Sorry, a lot of the witch, he was really disappointed with a lot of the witch looks. I'm saying his mum is a pagan witch.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, no, I agree. I thought the witch, I was really excited about the witch round. I like Trick or Treat, I was like, yeah, whatever, what's going to happen. The witch one, I was like, this is going to be it.
Then we say that, but then look at Scarlet. Scarlet's I love.
I really like Scarlet. I'm so glad you said
so cool.
Because I think
people don't like it.
I think it was a bit maligned. I don't think people
really. How could they not?
I just love that it was really swampy because that's exactly what I wanted. I'm like, it's a witch challenge. Cool. I want someone to give me like so Maleficent. If you're saying a witch challenge and you give me Maleficent, I'm like, okay, great. Literally, you've just gone for the most famous witch in the Disney franchise, perhaps, right?
Exactly.
As opposed to like a swamp witch, where you're like, yes, this is
so cool.
This is why I pay for Netflix.
Exactly. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you actually? You know on someone else's account?
No, mine. Got my own account.
All right, someone's living the bougie life.
I'm an independent woman.
Yeah, you are. I'm impressed, Paul.
Oh, sorry, fairy. You're right. Yeah, Maleficent is a fairy as well.
Oh yeah,
as are we.
Too soon. Nina's look.
In
Pagan Witch.
No, I thought the flames looked a bit shy.
Yep, same.
But I really love the concept of it. I really was glad that we got a bit of like Salem.
Yeah.
Going on, and I do think the flames she's kind of sold it enough that eventually I was okay with the flames. But it did remind me of, was it earlier on this season where she had something with like a printed? Was it the animal challenge? She had some kind of printed thing on the dress. I remember it not being that successful.
Oh yeah. She had like a lion, like a tiger, flame tiger.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, for the Star Signs one.
Yeah,
Raja?
In my mind, that was an animal challenge, not stuff.
I know, that's why I threw me for a second.
Oh, yeah, Raja's Green Witch. I thought it was okay.
Exactly the same critique as Plastique for me. Like, just super basic, like exactly what I expect.
Oh, yeah, you're green. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's well executed. It looks nice, but it's just what I'd expect her to do as a witch. Not as well executed as Plastique's either. But then no one's really is.
Oh, Sugars.
That's just Sugar's one good look.
I really
Bloody
like
Mary.
Sugar. The bloody, yeah. Then there was the little mirror thing at the beginning.
I didn't see that.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Or was it a different look?
She did something similar for her last look, didn't she? Let's just see.
Oh yeah, sorry, Kurt. You were helping us out with the Zodiac look.
Oh yeah, that is cool. She came through the mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, Sugar I thought was cool, and then that's the thing. I wanted more of that quality.
Loved Brooklyn's.
Yeah, the Enchantress.
Yeah. Super cool. Really well executed. Love the makeup. Great. Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel's was cool actually.
Yeah, I agree.
I like this. It was kind of it was very high fashion witch. It was like with those little like glasses. It was kind of in the Hunger Games. Do you know?
Yeah, I know who you mean.
The woman. Yeah.
But I was getting more like I've not seen Bewitched, but what I imagined looked like in Bewitched.
In my mind, I was thinking of the Irish pop band.
Exactly.
You know that thing in denim.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like it looks like 50s witches, right?
Yeah.
But then
kind of a bit Emerald City.
Yeah, 50s witch.
Yeah.
Go
back to Emerald City. Where you...
Exactly. Oh, Evie's. I love this look so much.
This.
This is my favourite look of the night, I think. Maybe this or Scarlet's. I just love this look. Thought it was so cool.
Sold it.
Yep.
I think she got into
great.
It more.
Exactly.
Silky. Silky. In fairness, I don't get the reference.
No, same, but then I saw pictures of it and it looks nowhere near as good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's like a super basic version of it. I like the way the dress moves, but again, like I don't want. It's like I said for Silky, like that was a critique for the whole challenge, where she just avoided being spooky or scary as much as she could.
Yeah.
She didn't embrace challenge at all. She did everything she could do to avoid it, like get away with.
Because spooky means you gotta go.
Exactly, that's true. Who's first?
MILF Eleganza.
Monsters I'd like to freak.
I love that they kept on having to add that in there, like MILF Eleganza.
Curious wasn't keen. I think the spider one.
I literally didn't really realize that Akiri had changed costume.
Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, next.
It was alright, but
Evie, sorry, Fangi's I loved.
It was a bit.
Yeah, it could have been taken further.
Yeah, and from further back, she just looks like a giant green banana.
I like it. I think it's cool.
There's some cool elements. There are some cool elements to it. And what's really fun, actually, there's RuPaul's Drag Race, which is like the Instagram. It's a little Instagram account where they basically dress up cats in like the outfits.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was just really cute seeing a little cat with like a little green coffin. Tombstone.
I agree, Cos, by the way. Plastique. I didn't think this was great.
Yeah, Silky should have been in the bottom.
Yeah.
If that's the thing you're agreeing.
I do, yeah. I don't think Plastics was great.
No, I hated the bones here that made it look like she had a beard.
But it didn't, like, it's not well done. Like, I've seen a lot of people do similar, like, a sort of makeup look on YouTube.
It's her Maleficent look with just a couple of things changed.
Yeah, and, like, not well executed skull makeup. Again, she must have had, the thing is, that sort of look takes hours to do well. She must have done that in 30 minutes. And I think it shows. Like, it doesn't look great. And the outfit's not as good as a Maleficent outfit. So, like, this is supposed to be the best outfit. So, I'm sorry, girl, but no. It's boot.
What would Raven say?
I actually love this.
Oh my god,
Scarlett's
I
loved it.
Beast from the Deep. No,
yeah.
I fucking love this because in the workroom where we saw her first put it on, everyone was like, "What the tits is this?"
Yeah,
I was like,
great as well.
And then when she did the face with like that gold, like that really dark metallic color, and she moved so beautifully with it, and she had all the little accoutrements on it. Oh my god, I fucking love this.
You love an accoutrement.
And accoutrements are I'm all about.
I was saying to Rob watching him last week. Scarlett does remind me of Sharon on occasion.
Sharon
Needles.
Oh,
yeah. Like I felt like this is kind of like an elevated version of her zombie look from the first episode in a lot of ways.
I just thought it was really clever. It was an old movie reference.
The same. Yeah, but like I think that,
but not one that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I mean by like her, same with Evie as well. I think both Evie and Scarlett remind me of Sharon in that like they really think out of the box with challenges. Like they take it to a place you wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah, because if you look at Scarlett's 3 looks, you've got Swamp Witch, Beast from the Deep, and then what was the other one I'm missing? What was her Trick or Treat?
Who, Scarlett's?
Yeah.
Pirate.
Oh yeah. So all 3 of those looks are massively different. And are all kind of play on some kind of reference of the actual theme. Like for me, I was just like hers were the one. Yeah, I think I enjoyed her most consistently.
Yeah,
throughout, and I think I just thought I was surprised that there weren't more critiques for that Beast in the Deep look because it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I really liked it, but then the girls backstage didn't like it, did they?
No, but fuck them.
Thanks for doing the soundtrack for us.
Fuck those hoes. No, because literally, sorry, just literally like. Evie's Jellyfish and Scarlett's Beast in the Deep are hands down, I think, my 2 favorite looks in this season.
Yeah, same. Nina said she came out wearing a mask and she took it off to have a play.
I thought that was
cool, but the dress itself is pretty boring. Actually, it's alright. It's not bad. It's not great.
Yeah.
Raja.
I didn't get what the fuck this was.
Supposed to be like a bone collector or something.
Parts of it were kind of cool.
Yeah, it was like very similar to a Zodiac look. I thought like the makeup was better.
I agree. Scarlett should have been top 3.
I agree. Like a better version of a Zodiac look.
Yeah, that's what I think bored me about it. Like Sugars, this needs to get in the bin.
Oh my god!
It was just like if it wasn't already a bit shitty and whatever enough, then you have a little what even is that? Like a
Merkin thing.
Merkin, yeah.
I don't get I said it every single time, but I hate bodysuits that are so color mismatched. It's supposed to be like a nudish kind of thing. Like if it's like. Maybe this one isn't meant to be skin color, but at least facial paint your face to match somewhat. Like it just looks so because it doesn't look like a person. It looks like it's supposed to be an illusion of like skin, right?
Yeah, and especially because they weren't they weren't so crazily tight fitting that it looked like a leg. Like it was obviously you could tell she was wearing whatever anyway. But
yeah. Brooklyn's I really liked, but not as good as her other looks. I thought.
Oh yeah, I thought it was good. I think I can see in some ways. Kind of why she won in the sense that she was at least consistently good. Yeah,
and again, I think her performances were great. Like the way she sold the characters. No, I agree. The way she sold the characters there was very impressive. Oh my god, Ariel's no, Ariel, you idiot! It's the same thing as Silky, where it's like Diva challenge. Like people in the workroom are like, girl, you're not doing a challenge. You're doing a mermaid challenge.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm going to do it. Like,
I'm a monster. Yeah, because there's so much. If you want to go down the mermaid route, traditional mermaids in a lot of old stories and like Greek myths were fucking terrifying.
Yes,
like they were meant to give the illusion of being beautiful, but then drag you to your death.
Like sirens. Do something more like
exactly.
Aquarius mermaid.
Like a really
Aquarius mermaid.
Oh,
yeah, the best thing I've ever seen on Drag Race.
Or like Siren from Final Fantasy VIII. Where
don't know her.
Okay. Well, I mean, in fairness, she's not that scary. She's more beautiful, but. I just wanted the idea. Basically, I feel like if Ariel had gone for that look, that had almost like seaweed over her and looked a little bit like drowned and looked like she had that slight malice to her, I would have lived for it.
Same, 100%. Because then she would have still been staying within her wheelhouse and her brand or whatever, but doing something like actually doing a challenge. Yeah. Also, because I agree with everything you're saying. Although, apart from, I just especially looking at it again, even like Scarlett's silhouette was very feminine, even in the look where she's fully covered. Like, it's actually really well executed, I felt. Yeah. Especially as like her face is so masculine, like to cover your face, I think she looked more feminine, to be honest, as a monster.
Yeah. Also, sorry, on that, like Ariel, I just thought was, I mean, in fairness, Ariel has been kind of underperforming through the whole season. Like, you always got the feeling that Ariel could do more. Yeah. We just haven't quite worked out how to get there.
She's just basic AF.
Yeah, that's true. So.
I think the thing is, like, I don't think she should be on Drag Race yet. I think I'd love to see her come on in a year's time, like fully like realize it, like realize herself. So I feel like she's what's frustrating me about her, and similar to Silky, similar to a few other girls as well, Raja, less so Raja actually, is especially Ariel, is like they're really committed to their aesthetic, and the aesthetic's really basic. So like, don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, if I don't know, so like Violet had a very strong like aesthetic for a kind of silhouette she liked, but it was always so different, and she really played with it as well. Like, you know, the ugliest dress, Violet had the like that really puffy, well, not that puffy, but the kind of
I know which one
like one giant bit of fabric almost.
Yeah.
And I actually really fucking loved it, the kind of Piero clown thing, beautiful. Even though it's ugliest dress, whatever. But I just think Violet, like, actually quite a lot of queens have, like, Detox is really signature in many ways. In many ways, probably because plastic surgery means her face has to look a certain way. But like, she was always able to play around with it, and I think that's what I found really frustrating about Ariel. In some ways, that maybe it's good that she's on Drag Race now, is forced to do things to
but she wasn't. She didn't really do it. That's what I mean. Hopefully, she'll look back on it and be like, "Shit, I should have done something."
That's exactly it. Because I wonder if she'd been left to her own devices for several years, she'd just replicate the same look.
I don't know. She also got attention for it on Instagram, so yeah, I can see why. But no, I disagree. So again, I just went back to double check. Like, Ariel didn't look like, her proportions weren't great. Like, she looked pretty boxy to me. She wasn't cinched enough or wasn't padded enough. So I disagree with that. I think Scarlett's proportions were way better in the final look.
Yeah.
Evie's I actually really liked, especially initially. I think I agreed with the critiques, and for Evie, I would expect more, but I think again she sold it very well. I liked the dress.
That's the thing. I enjoyed it, but yeah, I think it's just because I wanted something stronger.
I think what I like about her dress is the two different fabrics, like the shiny, dark, bronzy, gunmetal-y kind of thing with like the red see-through stuff. Right, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, and I feel like the special effects on the face though weren't as strong as they.
Yeah, that was the weakest part, exactly.
But I mean, at the same time, she did a redo of it on Instagram.
Yeah, and it was really incredible. Good. It was amazing.
I mean, like, she is capable, and actually, I really respected her for being like, I fucked that up.
But maybe if she'd had the full 2-3 hours how long they get to do it, she could have done it. Again, to execute that look within half an hour would just not be possible.
Yeah. Last week in Venice just made me miss Dracula.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Where's Victoria Elizabeth Black when you need her?
Who?
Victoria Elizabeth Black.
Oh, yeah. She was good. Silky. Yeah, I
was so. She had a red dress. She put some like
the materials called like a latexy material.
I thought there were some good elements to it. There's a little bit too much going on for me. Like, both not enough and too much going on at the same time.
But it was just, again, it was too pretty.
Yeah.
It was like going for pretty as opposed to spooky or scary.
And she even admitted that.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, that's the whole thing that frustrated me. Yeah. So that was like the meat of, because I love talking about the looks. That was kind of the meat of the challenge for last week. I feel like we've gone flat now, and now you know our opinions. So you're welcome.
Opinionated bitches we are.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about last week before we move on?
No, I mean, I think Ariel recovered really well from the fall in the lip sync, and I don't think Sugar was necessarily killing it.
No, I agree. I think we should have been double limb.
Yeah,
we've been very happy with that.
Sugar. I mean, we were saying this because Sugar's, for me, I'm not quite getting her. Like, she's not ever performing at a level where I'm like, so, you know, I mean, an odd example perhaps, but like Robbie Turner, quite early in her season, had some moments of brilliance, but then had some moments of just being shit. There's a couple of quite kind of fun moments. Maybe I liked her more than it was probably due,
I never got why people liked her so much.
But I mean, let's think of a better example. I don't know, there are queens out there who just, you know, you see that there are flashes of real potential, and they don't quite hit it, or they hit it. Actually, Nina Bonino maybe, who have like had these amazing moments, and then would kind of be a bit miss the mark a little bit.
Yeah,
but I think I would much rather watch a queen like that and be like, you know what, they're capable of this.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing that they're down here, but you know that they could go back up, and that's exciting. But like, for me, Ariel and Sugar have kind of just been like flatlining.
Oh, I agree. Although, like, I was chatting about it a minute ago of you, so it's going to be kind of harsh. But like, I want to add like a qualifier to it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's a shame because I think Sugar's story is sweet. Like, again, it's not like a sob story necessarily.
Was
but
that intended?
the fact that God, subconscious. You know, she left a well-paying job to pursue it, and she's done really well in a short period of time.
Yeah, really good, really well.
But what's really getting on my nerves is, like, apart from everything you said that I agree with, it's just like, where is her personality? Like, she's just like can't drag phrases. Like, there's a part of this episode, I didn't write it down, so I can't remember what it was exactly, but I paused it and went back to show you. It was like a reaction to, I think, Evie's story, like her confessional to that, and it was just like,
it was really sad. I felt some feelings.
Yeah, exactly. But you better work, girl. Like, we're all shaking. Whereas, I don't know, it was like, it wasn't that, but it was like, go, like, just like say something real. Like, I don't want to hear like 3 or 4 drag what they call non-clush. Fuck, my brain's got dead.
Non sequiturs.
No. Fuck.
Non-committal.
No, it begins. It's French word.
Oh,
I think. Anyway, nomenclatures.
Oh. Isn't that just when you name something?
Yeah, but like
nomenclature.
But like, that's what I mean. But like, drag things though. Like,
oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. I want you to just have like a real, like, she's kind of like having a realish moment in the workroom with Evie. But again, she wasn't really like, I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a blank slate, I guess. But then the confessional was your time to be like, you know, maybe I don't know. I'm not saying
so
she had to feel this way.
falling in love with through confessional.
Exactly. I'm not saying it had to be like this. She not to be like, but I would have been like, you know, that story really hit me. I went back and thought about it, and you know, I admire her so much. You'll be like, have like say something like that. Don't be like, well, yeah, exactly. It's just
give her 12, give her 12.
Exactly. But that's always what she's like. And again, like, I really was noticing it throughout this episode, particularly.
Yeah.
Where it was just all so bland, like so like drag race by the book. Like, it's not like, I don't know her. I don't know her at all.
Okay, Mariah.
Right, genuinely, yeah, exactly. Full Mariah about it.
Just to defend myself against cards, my only comparison with Nina and Ariel was to say that Nina was like this and Ariel was like flatlining, and I'd much rather watch Nina. I was a bit intrigued by Sugar because I think quite early on there were a few people being like, and like after the first couple of episodes seemed to be really on Team Sugar, and I was like, she was okay, but I at that point, I don't know, when I first saw her, I was like, I can't see you in top 3. And obviously that's not everything. Like, there are some queens I've loved who haven't been top 3, but like I was just like, why?
No, I just don't get it. I just don't. I don't know what it is. It's just frustrating. It's just. I'm not going to remember her next season. You know, which is a shame.
When you do the Sporkle, have you ever done the Sporkle quiz of like when you have to name all the quizzes? I always forget the Nation Sparks. Every single time I forget the Nation Sparks.
Yeah. I really liked her that season as well.
And penetration, I always forget.
Oh, I forget penetration. That's fair.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Oh no, because I can remember like all the Pokemon from at least the first 2 generations. Yeah. It's like I should go to remember most drag queens, I'd say. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But in first Pokemon, I don't know. I had That's the thing. I used to, I don't know, some drag queens that you'd like, they're just much less memorable.
This is what I mean.
What do you remember more, Woobat or like penetration?
Woobat, obviously.
Good old Woobat.
Exactly. But yes, I say Sugar. I just got nothing from her. Like nothing.
No, I think that's what I've been finding really hard. Is like I said this to you actually during the challenge.
Cyndaquil.
When she paints, good old Cyndaquil. Love a good old Cyndaquil.
I don't like his evolution though.
No, I kind of wanted it to always stay a little baby. I mean, Typhlosion was kind of cool. Actually, all of them were kind of cool in their own way. But I think Cyndaquil was just so precious and cute.
The proportions on Typhlosion were not where it's
not proportionized.
No, it really wasn't. That waist needed to be cinched. Sorry, we got off on tangent. What were you saying?
No, just the fact that like Sugar, when she paints and when she's in drag, I always forget which one she is. Almost like I kind of look at her. I'm like, who is like? I don't really mix her up with anyone. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was a massive. You know what? Sorry. Okay. Sidebar. I've been like a lot recently. I just keep on finding myself watching YouTube videos about like banned cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like rules. I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah. I've seen all those.
Why am I watching this? I've never played the game competitively.
Have you seen
against friends?
Oh fuck! What was it? What was the dragon thing called? Like
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. What's it called?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
It got like Blue Eyes White Vagina or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. A bridge version.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. I once watched because there are 60. There are like 60 episodes.
What? Well, like one where we replace like every other word with vagina.
Oh no, not with just that. But like, there are
have you seen that
60
one,
episodes. I've seen that. Yeah.
Oh, right, it's really good.
But like, there are 60 episodes or so of the abridged, and I watched all of them in about 3 or 4 hours, like solid.
Is it good?
It is really good, but like I think it is just because I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've not seen it. If someone hasn't really watched it, will I still?
It still makes sense.
Okay.
But what's really great about it is like I had like a weird out of body experience almost, because I watched it for 3 or 4 hours straight, and I got so used to the dub and the voice not matching. So the voice, the dub, and the actual movement on screen not matching.
Yeah.
So I watched like a normal video afterwards and got really freaked out and confused. Like I was watching like I think like a TV series, and I couldn't get my head around the fact that people were talking and their voices and their mouths synced up. Yeah,
that's funny.
And I couldn't get like. But yeah, there is a whole episode where everything's replaced with vagina.
That's the one I've seen.
It's so vagina. Yeah,
that's so.
It's really good.
It's so good.
But yeah, don't watch all 60 episodes in a row. That's my health warning to you.
I'm a fire trainer. What's your favourite Pokemon? I just want to know.
Oh, what color? What type would you be if you were a gym leader?
I'll definitely fire 100%.
Oh, would you? Okay.
Yeah. Who would you be?
Psychic.
Well, I see that for you.
Psychic or now fairy.
Who's your favourite Pokemon?
Oh, it always varies, but Espeon's up there for me.
I see you more as a psychic than a fairy.
Thank you.
Genuinely.
I'm Mr. Mime. I can be both.
Yeah, very that. Very
I'm
Mime
a psychic
Junior.
fairy.
Very Mime Junior.
I prefer the God of War, actually.
God of War.
A psychic fairy.
That's a bit basic, cause to be fair. If that's your favourite.
Oh, God of War. Yeah, God of War is great.
That's a bit basic though. Everyone loves God.
Oh no, I mean but she's also great.
Yeah, I agree. Mine's somewhat generic. Entei / Ninetales.
Oh,
although shiny Ninetales, maybe a Alola shiny Ninetales.
Oh, Alola Ninetales is the boss.
I know, it really is.
I think I'd be.
I like fire more though. So I don't know. I think shiny normal Ninetales for me. So I like the fire aspect more. But Entei as well. I don't know what I like more, Entei or shiny. Yeah, I love Entei. I always preferred Raikou. I think. Really? I think design-wise, I just love Entei's design. I think it's so cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pimped out Arcanine, really.
So I was just thinking, yes, I agree. Yeah. I was thinking, Arcanine's like a pseudo legendary.
Yeah.
So maybe he was meant to be that originally.
I see it for him.
Of course, I agree. Was it that line? Yeah, it was, because Mareep is the first evolution. It's basically as
Flaffy,
Flaffy Mareep and then Ampharos.
Yeah,
like
Mareep, Flaffy, Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos.
Yeah. But it loses its hair, is it? Against right? And then
and then you
the Mega Form.
Yeah,
it's got like a luscious mane.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, that's funny.
I always used to love that. I always would train at my little Ampharos, and then you go up that little tower in Gold and Silver. The one that has, like, you have to go and get some. You see Jasmine at the top, and she has her Ampharos for the lighthouse.
I can't remember that.
In the middle of the water.
My memory is horrific.
Yeah.
But I do love the game. Anyway, so you're back on track.
I need to play
Pokemon. I know. You've got to play Let's Go, aren't you?
Yeah. I beat it.
Have you? Okay, cool. Because I'm so bored in Silph Card, I just can't get through it.
Oh no, it's really fucking boring. I'd forgotten. I think when you're a kid, you had way more patience to get through Silph Card.
It was more difficult as well. Like, I know it wasn't difficult, but like Silph Card and Let's Go is so easy.
I like the little fake Mission Impossible thing where you send like the little Eevee through the. Oh no, I've
done that. Yeah, it's cool.
We send it through the little pipe,
and it goes like on the thing at the top or whatever.
Because I was playing it in German, and so as a result, I kind of got confused at first about what was happening. Like, I hadn't really read it properly. I was like, why can I not get through here? I normally can. And then I always had to do my little Mission Impossible. Yeah. Do you mean when you jumps up on a thing and goes around the side? Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, anyway, so we haven't even talked about this episode at all yet. Oh my god, no. Have we not? Okay, haven't really. It's been like almost an hour. Okay, so am I on the right page? No, I don't think you ever have been.
No, I am. Eevees. I think it says you, like Yuha Hamazaki. I'm like, what? Tell us, Fanji.
On the same note, sorry, did you see that someone put Eevee Oddly's face on an Eevee box art for the Let's Go cool. Eevee?
Yeah, I love that. I've seen that. Yeah. I'm here for it. Yeah. Eevee telling Fanji to change his silhouette.
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. Warum? Sprichst du auch Deutsch, oder? Because I'm speaking German.
I know. Ich spreche Kleindeutsch.
You speak tiny, like physically small.
But I do know me is cold.
Not, you are cold.
Not exactly. Not S is cold.
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
S is cold is also good, but
is it?
For something else, it's a different thing. So it's the whole thing. Anyway. No, I won't get into it. But basically, you can talk about mir ist kalt. Like I am.
Wait,
I feel
cold
cold.
Is wrong, right?
But ich bin kalt is like I'm a cold-hearted person.
Yeah, or frigid.
Yeah.
Ich bin heiß.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, arigato. Okay, so yeah, I'm fully here for Evie telling Banji to mix up a silhouette. Again, like, obviously this is a female in the episode, but Evie is very blunt, but I really do, you can tell what 98, everything she said does come from a good place. Yeah, she's right.
I think that's what I really, because, you know, sometimes the queens pop off, Raja, and they're wrong. Whereas I really enjoyed that Evie's just like, but the judges have told you 3 times that you need to change the silhouette.
Yeah.
And then you're wondering why you're in the bottom.
I think in retrospect, what is not great is she gets very defensive about it afterwards.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, Evie, like, obviously the person who she says it gets defensive, which is not great. But then when they get defensive, which is sort of fair enough, Evie then gets super defensive.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where she goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because what she says is right, but then just don't be so aggressive about it afterwards.
Yeah, I enjoyed when I watched the first 10 minutes earlier today, like the YouTube comments are all like, Evie, I'm not going to attack you. 10 minutes later, what? Oh my god, I didn't attack you, and then like attacks you again. You're like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whereas in Pokemon terms, Raja was just hurt herself in confusion.
Yes, it's really that. Episode. That's a good point with like, cause exactly what I was going to say. Evie's just like intelligent. Like it's just She just like she has eyes. She's looking. She's seeing what's going on, and she's not. She's like,
which is why I love
vocalizing it. It's good. It's like what we're doing now. Like again, like
because we are intelligent.
Yeah, because like it's like. Like obviously we're like being somewhat extreme with our views. Like
we are very extreme.
But no, you know what I mean? Like we're being a bit harsher than like we normally would. It's funner to like get proper into all that sort of stuff. But like what we say generally, I feel like I mean it as like advice to the queens. Like with Ariel, for example, I'm like I'm being harsh, but I'm like you have talent, you have skill, like mix it up a bit.
And watch this stream.
I should probably come shoot me, which is fair. But that's what I mean. But like, I think she's talented. I think she's got skill. But I think like mix it up. Same with Nina. Like, I really was into Nina. I think she's got a lot of talent.
Oh,
but she was just got 2 in her head. And again, it's like you can be harsh on the queens, but it's because I say with Sugar as well. Sugar again, like I said at the beginning, like Sugar story is really interesting. She seems very sweet. Like she's obviously got talent. You've seen in the challenges. You've seen in some of her looks, but like. She's just not giving me enough, and I think she's got it there. Like I wouldn't say like, for example, Silky just isn't that bright, but like I'm not gonna say like, oh, Silky, like be more intelligent because she's just like she's not the smart like brightest bulb in the box. Obviously, that's not a helpful thing to say. Whereas like the reason I'm like critiquing like Ariel and Sugar and stuff is because I know they can do more, and that's what's frustrating me.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
No, absolutely. I think. It's quite frustrating, I find sometimes with Silky, because she'll be like, well, I'm just fucking beautiful. And you're like, yeah, but Silky, listen a sec.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
People were telling you, like, what was happening. Like, people were telling you how to sort this shit out. And you weren't listening. And, like, I think, like, Silky's kind of bulldozing through by being like, well, I don't need to hear any fucking thing because I'm beautiful. And you're like, okay, Silky, but you're also in a competition where they're judging you. And where the people judging you are the same people who are giving you critiques to help improve. So if you don't follow their feedback, you're not going to get far.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler's obviously
exactly. Sorry, because I meant Nina Banina.
Yeah.
And also, that's why Suki does have a PhD, but she just doesn't come across as very bright. Like I think, again, like I don't think I'm intelligent like academically, but I think I'm like somewhat bright in some areas. I don't know. Like again, not the brightest bulb in the box, but like I'm good at some stuff. Now I just read myself to filth. I can't remember what I was saying. So yeah, I think Silky. I'm sure Silky's good at like exceptionally good at some things, but I think generally in terms of like common sense, like probably not the best. Again, the same for me as well. Like I'm not great with a lot of common sense, like quizzes and shit. I'm not great. Like general knowledge and stuff, I'm not good at. For example, like I don't know. So everyone's got like strengths and weaknesses, right? And I think some things can be improved and like tapped in on, but like
yeah.
Yeah,
and I think that's the frustrating thing. Like you said, it's just that these are all incredibly talented people, and yet they come into a competition, they don't quite reach what they could be doing.
Yeah,
and I think that's more frustrating. Like with Nina Banina, when you saw her crash, you're like, oh, come on, Nina.
Yeah,
but at least she was trying something. Like she'd come out.
She did something like the bunny thing, and she did not try at all.
Okay, yeah.
That's why it was so frustrating.
That was really frustrating.
That's what I mean.
But yeah,
the same Ariel is like, and same with. No,
I was so sick of seeing Ariel's like wig silhouette.
I know.
And part of me wonders, because she does sell wigs, part of me wondered if the whole Ariel leaving wigs behind thing was like a marketing point.
Yeah, I don't think that's a really good point actually.
Maybe it's really cynical, I don't know. But...
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're going really slow. So mini challenge.
Oh, I thought this was quite fun. Although you could definitely tell towards the end they're like, I'm just going to give like 5 seconds of screen time to Nina.
Yeah, which is kind of like frustrating for her because she was like so like into the challenge and like talking about how excited she was to meet Connie and like do the challenge and everything, and then like they gave her all this really big build up and like no screen time, so it's kind of harsh.
Nina started to really win me over because I think I was kind of excited about her because I thought she could have quite a fun point of view, and then the first episode she had that really fucking awful dress. And I was like, and then the second episode, I can't remember what it was, but I don't remember enjoying that much what she was wearing. And she's been her looks have been a bit better, and she's just been enjoying herself a lot more. And I would pay to see her live.
Same.
I'd love to see Nina perform. I think she'd be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, she's not. That's the thing. Like, she's not. The things for me, like, I don't think she's really for me 100%. Like, I'm not massively attracted to the whole like campy queen thing. Like, but she's such a sweet, nice person. Like, I'd love to hang out with her. Yeah. But I don't know if like I don't know. I think I'd be up for going to see it. But like, if out of all the queens, you know, she isn't near the top of my list of queens I'd want to see.
Yeah,
I don't think personally. But yeah, okay. So mini challenge. Like one thing that annoyed me is they gave it a filter to try and make it look a bit more 80s, but they didn't go fully like full with it. They just blurred the screen a little bit.
It was a bit season 1.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why are you giving us season 1? Like it doesn't make it look 80s. Like you could do more to like make it a proper effect. Like just get like an Instagram filter, done that on. Like you don't need to. Or YouTube like filter they used to have, which I took away, which is why these videos look so shit now in terms of quality. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of annoying because like it's not fun to look at blurry screen for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Or is that pedantic? Or
no, I think
whole
you're
stream
right.
is, to be fair. That's what we do.
And also, sorry, I just want to pick up on two comments there. So Kurt, yeah, the second runway was the thingy, the Zodiac. Thank you. That is probably why I didn't like Nina. But yeah, and Cos, I didn't realise that are you saying Nina was in Alaska's This Is My Hair?
I didn't know that either.
Video. I didn't realise that. We need
to watch it again. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
good knowledge, Cos.
So you do it in very wig. I thought you just went like very wig.
Sorry, I
thought you were down with the
I write so shit in these notes. Honestly, so I'm trying to watch. I'm so into the show. I'm watching. Like, I'm not looking where I'm writing. So
no, that's fair.
My handwriting.
I saw it as very wig and had
very
flashbacks to my dissertation.
God, no, Bob, no, we're not going to that again. Step away from your dissertation.
The whole Katy Perry wig.
No, I know, Bob. We're not going to that again. Okay. So, any thoughts from the mini challenge?
I just thought it was quite fun. I loved like Vanjie and Quick Drag. It's just like that jawline.
Good, I know.
Like blessed with a really gorgeous boy jawline, but just like unfortunately had to be a drag queen in that sense. I find that Kyria in like Quick Drag is just like basically the same, and that's not a read.
Plastique or a Kyria?
A Kyria.
Interesting.
But Plastique as well, actually. But like where they both just still look gorgeous.
I can't remember what Kyria looked like now, to be honest. Again, like she's.
Oh, sorry, Connie was in Alaska's video. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make more sense. So yeah, I thought Evie did those like rolling backflip things.
Oh, yeah.
It was super cool.
Okay, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
again, in retrospect, probably not smart.
Maybe.
Yeah. Angie's wig fell off, and then she like she took it around. Like, she was like swinging around. That was so good. That was really funny.
But I think that's part of the reason that I have really grown to love Angie is that she doesn't give up. Like she really takes. This sounds super cheesy, but she does take every single moment.
Yes,
like, she's there. She's like, okay, the wig fell off. I'm now going to like spin it and actually make this way funnier than if I just rolled.
But I don't think she's doing it. That's something I don't think she's doing it because like, I've got to get my like meme in for this episode or whatever. I think she's just like really like just a fun person, right? Like she's just like every single moment. She's just like feeling the energy of it and like getting into it. Again, you can see with the dancing this episode, like. She's very in the moment. That's a good way to describe her.
Yeah, and I think that's what I really love about her is she's just like
it's very endearing.
Yeah, because that wig thing was way funnier than it would have just been if she just rolled and the wig had stayed on.
Yeah,
but like she made that happen, like as in after the fact, which was great.
Any other notes about the mini challenge?
No, Rue had a bit of fun.
I can't remember.
I really enjoyed that Scarlett also couldn't even keep up with leg kicks in time during that moment. I was like, this is a good precursor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some foreshadowing right there.
Yeah. But who won a mini challenge?
Kyria and Plastique.
Don't get why they won.
Plastique, I kind of get it because she went for the sort of...
What did she do?
Like she did the couple of death drops, but... Or Shablands, or whatever they're called.
Oh, Rue's face. Rue was impressed.
Rue was loving it. I'm like, as if you'd never seen one before.
Exactly.
I love like Rue's reaction to death drops. Like, they can do this.
But what Evie did was far more difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really don't get why. I don't get why Kyria won either. I don't remember her being interesting.
She did some twerking.
She slapped
Love Connie as well.
Oh yeah.
So I think she deserves it. I'll give her this.
I just think Akira's not for me. I guess I don't know. Like I'm just not seeing it.
I haven't fully warmed to her.
No.
I'm a little bit surprised that she's still here in the sense that I think earlier on I counted her out, but I'm glad that she's still here.
I feel like my critique for her on the whole Drag Race show is a common critique for the acting challenges, where she just feels very one note. Like her cutaways to like her confessionals are all the same. Like her behavior, her performances are all kind of all the same. Her looks are all very similar. Right? Is this too harsh?
Yeah. No, I think you're right, because I think I do find her a bit one note, and that's partly why I'm surprised she was still here. But I think the one note she does serve can be quite funny.
Judges seem to love her. Yeah, I know, I agree. But I don't know, it's just wearing thin for me, I guess.
Obviously, I saw the thing about the Drag Race Thailand winner, so I know who they are, but I've not seen any of this season.
I don't know, what is it though?
Oh, did you want to know?
I don't know if you watched it or not, but I just had to say, I saw a post on it in Facebook.
Yeah.
Who won, Kurt? Wait, don't say, guys. No spoilers for anything. God, stop trying to get a spoiler.
But, I want to watch it because the first season was really fun. Drag Race Thailand.
Okay.
I've still not seen the Snatch Game episode though. For some reason, I couldn't get access to that.
I'll try and download it. Maybe we can, after we finally finish season 1, we can go back in.
But then there'll be another season because then there'll be Drag Race UK or Dragula.
Oh God.
Or like Drag Race for.
Not excited. Again, let's not talk about how this stream's going for so long, but I'm not excited for Drag Race UK at all.
I think it could be really fun as long as Rue lets them be British, in the sense that like
everyone comes out speaking an American accent.
Well, I mean, like in the sense that I'm really worried Rue will try and put a overhyped dramatic reality TV format onto it in a way that doesn't always gel with UK audiences. Like, I don't think we're as like shock, horror, change camera, woo. It's like a bit more like. People look at each other and be like,
grittier.
You're a dick. And it's just like, there's a lot of like that kind of silliness.
A bit more like, sorry, I'm suddenly got tired. Like a bit more in-betweeners are really.
By my opinion.
That's the thing, like, I'm engaged and like into this, but like, like a bit more like in-betweeners are really, right? Like a bit like sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. Let's brush a couple of those in a minute. Yeah. Okay, so we're past the mini challenge. So, so then it's got off into teams. And then Brooke was worried about the drama between Silky and Evie,
and so brought it up.
But then brought it up, yeah, exactly, which obviously is smart.
Yeah,
it's just the producer probably told us to do it, but it's kind of
Yeah, I mean, I can see why she thought like let's bring it up to go and squash it, and like so it's not festering. In the
I don't think so.
I do think it was. I mean, I did get the feeling that producers were like, talk about this now.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
Like, mention your dead mum. Like it was a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raja not getting into the moves. Oh yeah, so during the choreography, they asked us to demonstrate it. And same with the other dance challenge as well. Like she could do the steps, but like compared to someone like Vanjie, who's just like proper into it. Like Raja's on time, but she looks like awkward and like she's just about doing the move. She's not like, you got to exaggerate, I guess, with dancing like that. Again, I've not danced like that before, but like I suppose you have to exaggerate the moves to make them effective. Like if you got to like move, like dip to the left or whatever, you got to like proper go for it and like really like whip it back again or whatever. Like whereas Raja would be just like,
I think the thing that maybe is annoying me about Raja, and it's kind of linked to this and probably what we'll come on to with Untucked stuff later, is I kind of do get the feeling that Raja's never really listening.
Yes, I agree with you.
Not only to critiques of like things around her, but like if it doesn't confirm her worldview, she's not. If it's not green, she's not interested. It's just like, I don't know, it's just been really frustrating me because like we'll see this in Untucked. We saw it in the interviews that came up before the season. The big group interview where she was just a mess.
Yes, yeah.
Like I think it's just something that's been really eating away at me. It's just like
I agree.
It's just kind of her being like, "Oh my god, you said this," and like Raja, like
that's my point. This is like, as Kurt's kind of saying, like Raja's the best dancer, but you can put you don't have to be the best dancer, but you can put that energy you have into like your dance moves, like channel that into like the way you move in these challenges, right?
Well, yeah, and as Kurt says, like she's kind of been trying to create this whole storyline of like, oh, the other choreographer was mean to me, and you're really great. Like, no, like, just pick it up.
Yeah, maybe because. Literally. Oh, yeah, okay. So, on to the main challenge. Has she got anything else to say about rehearsals? No. Sorry, I don't have that time notes. So, okay, I thought it was interesting how the rehearsals don't really line up with the challenge in a lot of ways. So, I'm kind of over that now. But, like, I thought it was interesting they literally added a ballet section for Brooklyn, which was a massive unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Like that's not good.
Because I mean, I get that.
And Silky as well. They had the baton thing. Like, unless Silky had some training in batons, there's no way she'd be able to do that.
Oh, no, that's the thing when they spoke about special skills at the beginning. So I do wonder if that was them adding their own flair, like own twist on it.
No. But so the producers knew what their skills were, and they gave them sections out of something. But then what did the other team get?
That's a good point. Because that group, I remember they were all speaking at one point about what special talents they have. So Brooklyn was like, I do ballet, and Silky said something about baton. That's
what I mean. So like, and then they gave them like specific sections in the routine.
Because the other group didn't have that, did they?
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's a massive unfair advantage. Yeah.
Which is a skill in itself.
Again, it's a spoiler for like, I don't know what you guys think actually, but for my thoughts on the lip sync. But same thing, like again, like the lip sync song can really cater towards one queen over the other queen. And it just, I don't know, I really think these kind of things. Yeah.
Because actually, like Scarlett's outfit was perfect for that. It was like, you had like the long dress to do the nice, like slow Donna Summer. And then she could cut it out. I'm glad she cut that.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
I think you're, maybe Kurt's maybe right. Maybe she just didn't have any talents. The other team didn't have any.
I don't know. It just needs to be as even. I know it's Drag Race, reality TV, but I just feel like it should be as even of a playing field as possible.
I mean, to make it even, there should have been like the other team should have had a shouting part just for Vanjie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just like I love that. Actually, we'll talk about this later with the lip sync, but just Vanjie in the background, being like,
so good. Oh yeah. So on the first set, I figured out I needed to do the second set, but like it's weird. One of them shablam, so Akira didn't shablam on the first set.
Oh, didn't she?
No. Which again, I thought was weird. Like, also, if one of them's not going to shablam, let it be Silky. Don't make the poor girl shablam when she doesn't need to.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a little bit like, do you know in All Stars 3 when like, they had the thing with BB not being able to do the thing properly, and then like in the final thing you saw her not really being picked up right,
exactly.
and the camera just moving really quickly away. Yeah. I kind of feel like that's what happened with Silky, because you kind of saw her leg kind of fly up, but she sort of flopped down a bit, and then the camera was like, nope, we're looking at here now.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were dancing, I'd be really glad if the camera was basically never on.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
It's yeah, exactly. It's interesting that Vanjie was the centerpiece of the second group. Like, they obviously focused on one girl.
And if you're going to focus on anyone in that group, Vanjie is the one.
Yeah, again, that's what I mean. I feel like her dancing has been like underrated to an extent. Like, she is very talented. She's great at a lot of things. But, like, she's a great dancer. And again, like I think similar, like for a lot of these challenges at this sort of caliber of drag compared to previous seasons especially, but no one was particularly bad.
No.
Right? That's quite impressive, bearing in mind how many queens are there still? Like 10?
10.
So I mean, bearing in mind it's still like 10 queens. Like, no, yeah, they're all decent.
That's the thing, because even like Scarlett and Raja being the bottom two kind of made sense, but actually no, it did make sense.
Yeah, I think it did.
But they weren't terrible. I mean, like, Scarlett wasn't great, but we kind of knew she wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel like Raja almost had the harder fall, because like Scarlett at least went from like shit to like okay.
Exactly. Whereas Raja went from I've got all this dance training experience.
Yeah.
And I did okay in rehearsals.
But she had her moment, like she had a transformational moment where she had a different choreographer.
Exactly.
Changed different. But it's also all Scarlett's fault, because Scarlett was in her face all that time.
Exactly. Very frustrating. I agree. Vanjie's blue hair looks really cool. She looked great.
That was a good look for her.
Yeah.
I also thought they were a little bit more coordinated, I thought, the second team. Like, it felt more like a group number of 5 people, whereas the first one, it was a little bit more like, here's my part. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Which is, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing.
I hadn't really thought about that. I think as well, like, it's difficult for me, like, because I don't know anything about professional dance. So, like, again, like, unless someone does particularly bad, I can't, like, I don't
someone just does a shit on the stage.
That's what I mean.
The James Mansfield forward roll.
Oh, exactly. I mean, if it's something like that, then like I'm going to pick up on it. But apart from that, like, unless someone does particularly bad, like people are more interesting to watch. Like Vanjie was compelling. Like obviously Brooklyn had a specific dance. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you could tell who was better generally, but no one was like, oh, that person shit, they shouldn't be here.
Right.
You know?
And I love that. Because even then, like a lot of people who weren't great really sold it. Like Nina, like just sold being really funny, and I was drawn to her.
Yeah.
Also, I totally agree, because like there's nothing more beautiful than a skillful ballerina. There's something so gorgeous about that, like that elegance and that poise. And so that was quite really nice to have.
I said when we watched it, I think Brooklyn kind of looked better when she was a ballerina than she looked. She looked so much prettier. I don't know how she's like her makeup's got worse since then. But yeah, I think Nina added a lot. I was impressed. I enjoyed Nina a lot. Again, so sorry, doesn't particularly like the campy queen thing.
Right.
I actually really enjoyed Nina in this challenge.
Right, and it's kind of like we were talking about this, the gymnastic challenge from season 9, where everyone got injured. Like the fact that having that, like Valentina stood there just smiling a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, where the iconic where it comes from, and I think that was so good because, like, I mean, she sold that so well, and I think actually a lot of queens did that really well here. That nobody felt like they were like, oh, going through the motions, shit, do this. Yeah. Even, I mean, I found Scarlett really fun to watch, even though I knew she wasn't nailing the dancing.
Like, there's one part where it showed in the like recap thing or whatever, where it really showed like she was slightly off or something like that. It was quite obvious, but again, like watching the whole thing, I'm watching her quite a lot because I do like Scarlett. I didn't notice anything particularly bad. She seems to be keeping up from what I could see. Yeah. Right. Do you have anything else to say about the challenge in particular?
I thought it was just nice to see them do well. It was quite funny as well. I like that I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race has always been self-referential. Like even season 2 was referencing season 1 throughout.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to watch. Well, it's really interesting to see how much the show's referencing itself now. Season 11, it kind of knows how big it is.
I'm interested to know whether they're actual songs that were out on YouTube.
They must be on iTunes now.
But whether they were made, I think they must have been mixed to fit with the categories of the challenge, right? And for the thing.
It was interesting having one that was basically half Alyssa. You realise how ridiculously iconic she's been.
Oh, like the thing attacked, like obviously not obviously Laganja. That was so funny. I feel very attacked right now. It's like a physical, like made it like an actual attack scene on the dance. That was so funny.
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Cos. I don't know. I didn't see.
Maybe it's just I'm slightly blinded by my love of Scarlett, but
I don't think I'm particularly biased towards her. I just didn't notice. I think it's more just I don't know dance well. Like I don't watch Strictly Come Dance or anything. I don't know. Right. I don't. If I had more knowledge, maybe I'd pick up on it more. But to me, she looked fine.
I think that's also the thing, like because it's a drag competition rather than a dance one. Obviously, dancing is a big part of a lot of what they do in their performances. I think if it were just a straight dance one, you'd be like, okay, Scarlett definitely needs to go home. But like for me, Scarlett brought a lot of fun to it.
Yes, and so I mean, I think as well, like it's difficult. She's never going to be like a beautiful. I don't know who to compare her to. She's not dainty. She is like a gangly, masculine-looking dude. Yeah. At the end of the day, like she's not gonna you're not gonna get like a Kenya Michaels style dance. Well, Kenya Michaels maybe isn't the best example. I can't think of who's like a petite, who's won this season who got sent home. You're gonna get like a Mercedes style like dance routine. She's not a great dance routine. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get that. So I feel like I don't know. Like you have to. As I was talking about earlier on, like. I don't hold the queens to the same standard in all areas. Like I know different queens are going to be good at different things. Like,
right. And same with if Bianca did an okay job.
That's what I mean. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Whereas I think that's the thing, isn't it? Because with holding them to different standards of different things, that's why I personally judge Raja much more harshly on it. Yes, exactly. Because she's a dancer and didn't do well in it. If she failed in a comedy channel, in fairness, for me, comedy is more important than dance. And I enjoy it more. Same. And it's just my thing. But I think if Raja bombed on a comedy challenge, I'd be like, it's awkward, but fair.
Exactly.
Like she never sold herself as that.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that she's like, I've got all these years of dance experience, but that was also 10 years ago, and all these excuses just keep coming out. I'm like,
Like I'm going to critique from racist, like literally I had
Brooklyn.
No, who Plastique's runway is way harsher than Nina's. Like I'm not expecting Nina to come to stun me with a runway. Do you know what I mean?
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. So should we move to runway on that note? Anything to say about the challenge?
Yeah, no, that's everything I think on that.
Cool. So how do you feel? Okay, because I've got some feelings, but how do you feel about the category for runway?
Just thought it was a bit like, so it's gold, is basically what we're saying. Gold and shiny.
After we had orange, last week or the week before last? Like week before
running a bit dry, maybe.
And then we had white for All Stars, and we've had it's just like plain colours at this point. Like you make it more interesting.
It's I do think, because all that glitters, you're like, at first you're like, a glitter challenge. You're like, oh no, all that glitters is gold. So, or not all that glitters is gold. So, a bit of a boring one. But I was quite impressed by how much they did with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's interesting. I always find it interesting Rue actually does a challenge as well.
Oh yeah, Rue's look was really good.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so let's go from order. Guys, give your thoughts as well. So...
Akira was first, I think.
Yeah, Akira.
I thought it was It was beautiful. I just feel like I've seen a lot of dresses that have been similar.
Yeah, decent but typical. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
I loved this. I love this. I don't know exactly who the reference is, but I know the reference. I know that
old
look.
Hollywood kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
and that kind of it's slightly there are kind of a couple of films that is that slightly mystic kind of look. It's a little bit like I'm reading the future, but also just there's kind of an old Hollywood glam to it. And I thought it was really cute. I really liked it.
I got it. Like I could see it was good, but I just don't think it's for me. Like it was a good look. I can see that. Is it well executed?
Yeah, I don't think it was as fun as it could have been. Like it was like I was like, I spotted it, but I wouldn't. In a few years' time, I won't.
Interesting. Cos and Cut into it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was good. I thought it was one of his looks that I just don't really like. But again, I hope Brooklyn doesn't stay down the same route. Because again, it's similar to her last look on the horrible. I guess same sort of character.
Yeah.
No, I don't want her to stay down that route really. Silky.
What was Silky's again? Oh no, the like bodysuit. I just was a bit bored by it.
Yeah, same makeup as well.
I just
basic AF. I wrote. Oh yeah, had the weird like cross on it as well. It was just super basic.
A bit mismatched.
Makeup was standard. Wasn't into it. I thought it was like actively bad. Like Silky's looks, I thought were all right so far. But this one I thought was by far her weakest. Evie.
Oh, I loved this. I loved this.
So cool.
In fairness, I'm always kind of drawn to things she does anyway.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bit, for me, it was a little bit Yoko Ono.
Yes. Do you get Japanese reference straight away?
Yeah. Well, kind of somewhat Japanese reference.
I don't know. Like, once you said that, like, it all clicked into place for me. But
I got Yoko Ono first, more because of the glasses.
Yeah.
But I loved that there was just like, there was so much about it that I just
so cool.
adored. And I think because there was a lot going on, but it matched, it worked.
I think what's impressive as well, because there's been 11 seasons. Like, for her to bring something that unique to Runway, we've not seen anything like that at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's super impressive.
I like that she did basically a cane reveal to bring her.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I think it was really great that she lent into it. That's not a pun about the cane. I realize that's what it sounds like. Yeah. But she really went in on that idea of like, okay, I'm going to have a cane, so I'm actually going to perform around the cane of having like a walk that is a bit jagged and a bit uncertain. And...
It's not like I feel really bad for her about like, you know, she's like, I don't want to make it like a victim thing. I don't want to be remembered for this, but she's really not. Like she's really soldiering through. I'm really impressed. But to be fair to people who have been taking those sort of situations less well, she has had to unfortunately put up with soldiering through her whole life, I guess. So she's probably more able to do so than a lot of other people.
Yeah. To
be fair, but it doesn't. She should. Nothing should be taken away from her because of that. Like. Again, what I'm saying is that I haven't got victim from her at any point.
Yeah.
Like, which is great. Like, really good to watch.
Yeah.
It's empowering.
And it was interesting because I thought when they started speaking about it, it was interesting to also, actually, I think Silky kind of started hitting the nail on the head. Like, actually, you were kind of vulnerable today. And obviously, like, Evie's kind of constantly, not defensive, but there's definitely something pushing you away. And it's quite interesting that actually she let her guard down a bit and was a bit open. But
Cos, come on. I know you say Cos. I know you're a doctor, but
no, because I mean I've got friends who have Ehlers-Danlos, and
do.
Yeah, and I mean it is one of those things where for the most part people will be like, oh, everything's I'm seemingly fine, like I'm kind of used to this. It's like a tolerable pain level or whatever. It's just annoying. But then obviously there'll be moments where it just swings, and you're just like, I mean they're not. Yeah, I mean as Cos said, not all of them are deadly, but I think. It does seem like Evie's is a bit more extreme. Like
you see,
Evie seems a lot more flexible than other people I know who've got Ehlers-Danlos. So even
also
less.
You see physically, man. You see physically it's affected her. Like, Sugar.
What did Sugar wear?
It's cool. It was like a dress where has these beads on it. Like when you touch, they change.
Oh yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It was alright.
I think there were just a few very good runways, so I don't think Sugar's
I
blew me away. But actually, in like
it was good.
Yeah, if it'd been a couple of weeks ago, Sugar's would have been one of the top ones.
I don't know. I don't think you liked it more than me when we watched it. Plastique.
What was Plastique?
Oh, it's so cool. It had like the hair was really cool.
Oh,
plated
the little kind of anime character, kind of.
It was so good.
Like winged person. Oh my god, yeah.
And that's why we're thinking of Pokemon, because she called it her Mega Evolution. I'm like, fuck yes, it really is. Like, it looks so cool. Like, I'd definitely catch that. exactly.
But no, I thought it was really clever. I just thought it was so like it was like a little anime character, but it also had these kind of what I felt was like a cartoony version of a Greek. Like it basically was like a cartoony feminine Icarus, is what I got from it.
Yes, yeah, I get that. Plastic needs to stop with the wings, Kurt saying.
They were beautiful though.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe this is the last time you can do them.
Hopefully. Okay, Raja.
I thought it was alright. I actually warmed to it. I didn't like it that much at first, but I did kind of like the face. I thought the face thing was a nice little touch. I liked that it almost gave her cat ears.
She gave me like elevated Jasmine Masters.
Yeah.
Like I was into it. It wasn't, again, it didn't blow me away. It's sort of what I expected her to do. Like it was alright, it was good.
Yeah.
It's been better than alright. It was good, but it wasn't, I'm not going to remember it next week.
Yeah. I think it was interesting as well because it was kind of just like a cat suit, but then she had the golden ball on it.
That was lame. I thought that was lame. I wasn't into that.
This is what that's what I found really weird about it because on the one hand I was like, without this would be really dull.
No, it was a mask that made it interesting for me.
Yeah, that's true. It was just a mask.
It was just a mask. It really was just a mask.
The makeup was alright.
Yeah, it was. No, not really. No, I thought it was boring makeup actually. Vanjie.
What was Vanjie?
Painted like the bunny.
Oh, for me, it looked a bit half done actually.
Yeah, that's
I think because all the glitter was up here and then there's nothing down here, and it was a bit
exactly what I wrote.
mismatched. It was a bit sad.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't good at all. No, I didn't like anything about it. I thought it was bad. If she'd done the whole thing, including the face, as like a gold-based foundation or something, like it would have
kind of like
blended it all together better. It was like plain face, very harsh line here. It came up to her face a little bit as well, but like kind of it wasn't really contoured, but it like came up like her jaw a little bit. It's so bizarre.
Yeah,
but really like solid color. So
and it's kind of like a greenish gold as well.
Yeah.
I think what I kind of wanted, I mean, obviously it takes a lot longer to do this and it's not easy in the middle of a competition. I wanted her to kind of do, so Bianca's look when she came back to present the crown to Violet and she had the silver.
Yes, that's so
I kind of wanted like a gold version of that from Vanjie, and that's where she could have been going.
Exactly.
Whereas it was kind of like a golden, like Ariana Grande tribute that kind of went wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But at least what I really appreciate is that Vanjie knew it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
And she kind of was like, look, I done fucked up drag.
Yeah.
Like she knew that she could have done better, and I'm really excited to see what she does next because I think she's going to turn up.
Me with the voiceovers on the runway, she's like, "I know I'm slaying. Can't no one tell me different." I think she always says every week. I'm like, does she mean it? Like, is she just being told to say? Is this a clip used from another runway?
Yeah.
Like she can't think. Like Vanjie's smart. Like she can't think she's killing it as hard as she's saying she is. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was kind of like surprised by that because obviously at the end when she's been critiqued, she's like, "Yeah, I fucked up."
Yeah.
So
I do wonder if they just get them to just say random stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm assuming so.
Use it.
Nina.
I thought it was really fun. My only thing with Nina at the moment is I think she's relying a bit too much on comedy. And it's not always a bad thing because obviously the camp shtick is her thing. But part of me wants to just see her be really funny in the challenge and then serve a really gorgeous look.
Yeah.
And it's really, because like we were saying, actually, sometimes it's harder to do that really glam look.
So what I was saying is, I think this is a good point, is that I think it takes a lot to come up with the concepts for the looks. But in terms of executing comedy looks far simpler. I want to see how well she can execute a beauty look instead. So again, I don't know, because I think it shows a whole different skill set really that I've not really seen from her. That I think it's important as a drag queen.
Yeah.
I guess.
That said, I just thought, I mean, it was great to have like kind of Viking warrior princess. Really cool. On the runway. I was like, actually would not have expected to see that, and especially for a gold challenge. Yeah. And I was like, actually, that's fucking great.
And I agree, Kurt. Like that's the other thing. I do agree with the critique as well. Like I do think the padding needs to change. I think it's more to do with her broadness as opposed to like the boob padding, her shoulders.
I think because you've got a point. Like I am worried that she can't deliver much beyond comedy. Yeah. And it's not necessarily
it's a very specific brand of comedy as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what the difference is. I think this is why I don't like camp comedy as much, is because camp comedy is so formulaic. It's a lot less like someone like Bianca, although she's not 100% my favorite like comedy type either, but like it relies far more on wit and thinking on your feet, whereas a camp style is all shtick and like relying on tropes, like pulling out tropes from like your Rolodex of tropes, as opposed to Rolodex of hate.
Rolodex tropes would be a great
exactly. Yeah, I can imagine it going on that.
But yeah, I think you're right, because I think the thing that's always like the fallback with camp shtick is that if you're doing it badly, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
And so I think Nina can fall back on that. Like if she does, because it's a safety blanket, because you if you do a look like the Viking one, you don't have to execute it perfectly because if it's terrible, you look like a hot mess, but that works. You sell it as like being this camp shtick. My fear is that Nina might get, we might have 2 more challenges where she's allowed to be funny. In Snatch Game, obviously. I hope she's still around for Snatch Game.
Yeah, I agree.
But my worry is that then she'll just serve like a basic ass look afterwards.
Okay, Scarlett's.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was not really enjoyed. That's an overstatement. I thought it was pretty. I thought it was just a bit of a simple go at it. Like it was a nice dress, but everyone else around you is doing these giant sparkly gold things, and you've got quite an understated dress that hasn't got that much added to it. I don't know. It felt a little bit flat for me. It wasn't. I didn't think it was awful. I didn't think it was bad. I still enjoyed it. But it just...
I understand what you're saying.
It could have been more.
I agree. Sorry, I disagree with Kurt. Like, I think the head was great. I think the paint was amazing. I really liked the hair and the hippie sort of stuff she added to it. And I think the dark hair is good for Scarlett. It makes it look sultry. I think blonde wouldn't... I don't think blonde would have worked as well for the look and the sort of character she portrays on stage.
Because a couple of weeks ago where she did that, she had that really old Hollywood red look. And
don't you dare come for Pearl.
No, I was about to say...
No, of course, come for Pearl. I'm not happy
and she had the dark hair with that. I was like, that's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And that's the Scarlett I love seeing.
Yeah, it's quite different to what we're used to seeing as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. I do find Scarlett really interesting.
Yeah.
In the sense that, I don't think I think she's under-delivered herself this season. But not to an Ariel degree, but I think she's not quite hit the mark. And
she's a perfect candidate for All Stars.
Exactly. Yeah. Like she's the kind of person who will come back with an All Stars and be like, look, I know a bit more who I am. I can deliver this a bit better, and would kill it. Kind of.
I can agree completely. I think they fully know that. That's why Rue literally said, "I can guarantee you, this isn't the last time you're going to dance on this stage," or whatever she said. Like she basically said, strongly hinted that Scarlett will be an All Stars. I just really hope it's not immediate.
Deserves to be.
I hope they give her at least 2 years.
Because I think because when she starts getting it right, she hits it so right for me. And she's the kind of queen who I really adore. There's that kind of old glam, this kind of old Hollywood glam look. Lots of very old Americana kind of references. Also,
old DC comic references as well.
And then you add to that this kind of quirky oddness, like a little Tammy Brownish.
Yes.
Kind of.
Also very sweet.
Very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a bit of a fierce bitch.
Yeah.
And also a kind of goofiness.
There's a lot. She's very
There's a lot for me to love.
I think she's very endearing. I think. What was I going to say? But yeah, so it's just finished my critique. I think the head was great, but I think the dress was pretty bland. I agree with you. I think it was super clever that she did that reveal though.
Yeah, that was good.
I wish she'd done it on the main stage. Although maybe it went well.
It worked for the lip sync.
But maybe it would have prevented her from being. No, she was in the bottom 2, whatever. So yeah, it's fine. She did the lip sync.
But even her scissors were gold.
Were they really?
I think they're goldish.
That's cool.
Unless I completely read it. Maybe they were silver. I don't know.
Cool.
I assume they're gold.
Okay, so before we go to lip sync, on to the critiques and stage stuff.
Yeah, I thought they were mostly fair. I do think Adam Rippon is not the most exciting person.
No,
and as we saw, in fairness, I don't think they were prepared that well for the Meet the Queens things before the season started. But
you can't blame that fully on him.
No, but at the same time,
he's still not charismatic. In this episode, which is
it's interesting because when he's performing, he's really there's a lot of flair to what he does, and he's quite interesting. But
okay,
because that was the whole thing, part of the whole kind of not gay agenda, but the whole people absolutely loving him was that he did ice skating and brought this really fun twist, or he'd do it very gay songs or whatever. And there's a lot to love about that. But I think what I do find quite weird is he's quite robotic. Yeah. But so, I don't know.
Also, he looked completely different. Is it just me who thinks this? I think he looks so different to the Meet the Queens interview. He had a lot of surgery or something. Obviously he hasn't. I know he hasn't, but he just looks so different. I would not have recognised him until he spoke. Obviously, they said Adam Rippon, but if it hadn't, I wouldn't have recognised him.
Yeah. I think I just found... this has happened a lot with Untucked this season because there've been a lot of celebrities. Oh no, but this is related to Adam Rippon. But every time the celebrities are kind of there and they have some interactions with the queens, I feel it's becoming more and more just really basic platitudes of just live your dream, do your best.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you know, and it's a bit like, I mean, there isn't that much more they can say really because they can't really go into a full-on thing necessarily. But I do find it as a bit like,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Also, I felt kind of sorry for the other ice skater who was literally like not involved in the challenge.
That was weird. I think because she's a female.
Sexism.
I heard it here first. Okay, so I was really surprised that Akira won.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was deserved to some degree, but I wasn't like, it wasn't like, wow, Akira blew me away. And so she
wasn't stand out.
Who were the top three for you? Because I can't really.
Vanjie on the other team, Vanjie.
Yeah, because they kind of just said, here's the winning team. Oh yeah, Akira, you won.
Exactly. Brooklyn. Who was in that team again? Go through them, sorry.
Akira, Brooklyn.
Plastique?
No, she's Plastique. There's Plastique in the losing team. No, she wasn't the winning team. No, she wasn't the losing team because she had to.
Oh yeah.
Say who she wanted to send home. Sugar would have been the winning team. Silky.
So how many is that?
4.
Nina?
Nina? Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was Nina.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so fair. So it's not. It weren't many standouts. I would say Brooklyn probably.
Yeah, I guess they just didn't want to have a win again.
Oh, I don't know. I need to watch it again.
Episode
but
6
basically, she was one of the people who stood out least. I felt in that group.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like choosing a team should allow you to win. And she didn't. If she had like done any strong leadership stuff through the challenge, like if people are like, I don't do this, like I'm gonna have these roles and fight about the roles, or whatever. But it's like she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything at all.
And I do think, especially, I was about to say in early episodes, but all the way through Drag Race, you always get like, you do occasionally get the ones where it's like, these people are roughly even, so we're going to toss a bone to someone to give them more of an arc later.
Yeah. So that's how it felt.
We're going to give Silky this win so that she's really in contention, because now 5 episodes in, she's one of the people with a win.
Yeah. That's the thing, I felt like, we're in a losing team, right? But I felt like Evie or Vanjie should have won for sure.
Yeah. I
think maybe Vanjie. Shame.
Oh, Evie's the person we were missing in that team. There we go.
Was she in the first team?
Yeah, because Nina was in the losing.
Well, Evie should have won an easy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I thought Evie was really memorable.
Yeah.
And that fucking run was great.
And she powered through despite like smashing up her ankle bad. Like I showed you on the clip like how bad you could see it happening. It was bad. Kick fucking. What?
Because I definitely almost heard kid fucking, and
Bob's eyes lit up for a second. Bob was back in Neverland. Topical.
You're a horrible human.
Because what is kick fucking? You're a doctor. Do you know what that is?
Have you had any patients come to you after a bad case of kick fucking?
Honestly, we have no idea. Exactly. I just want to know what it is. But we'll move away from that now. But come back to that. It does sound painful. Come back to that in a bit. Okay. Let's talk about this. So Scarlett was fully thrown under the bus by her teammates.
Yeah. And I do think Scarlett could have said her reasons for Raja a little bit better. In the sense she could have just been like, Raja, because she got the worst critiques apart from myself.
Yeah.
Leave it as that. But I mean, obviously she'd been hurt at that point. She was the last one. And she just had 4 people being like, yeah, go home, bitch. Did
Scarlett get particularly worse critiques than everyone else? I don't think they were miles ahead.
They weren't miles worse than Raja's from what we heard. But I guess everyone knew that, like, I think the ones for Raja were like, we expected more and you kind of didn't deliver.
But why is everyone threw him on the bus? Normally I agree with the queens. I'm like, yeah, they normally say the person who's generally the weakest. But I don't feel Scarlett was the weakest. I feel like this challenge she was the weakest. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. But I'm saying, like, Raja's done far less throughout the whole competition and this episode as well. Again, like we're saying, like she's one who had dance experience and still didn't do well. And just generally, she wasn't much better than Scarlett this episode, if at all. For me, they both look roughly the same, but I'm sure Raja was a bit better. But like, why is everyone like, oh, definitely Scarlett, basically? Like, no one really hesitated or anything. I was like, Scarlett. I'm like, well, no, Raja's been in the bottom way more. Raja's performed consistently worse than Scarlett throughout the competition. Like, why is everyone saying Scarlett? I don't know. It just seemed kind of like not good.
I almost wish that Scarlett had like
Jess. I agree.
Is that Jess from John and Jess?
Off of John and Jess.
Yay! Hey Jess.
Very
I've met you now.
Yeah, Bob was telling me he was all excited to meet you
guys.
Yeah. Off of John and Jess.
So I also love that. Hello, I'm mad, and then like, why are you mad though? Straight away from Kurt. Like genius.
Why are you mad though?
Still haunted by that.
I know. I was Scarlett back.
Why are you mad though?
I was Scarlett back too. Yeah. So yeah, I thought yeah, like the more like putting Scarlett under the bus was uncalled for.
It was, and I think it was the way they kind of went in on it a bit. Like they could have just been like, "I'm really sorry, Scarlett. I love you, but I don't think you did that well this week."
Especially she does come across sweet, and that's just something we don't know. Like maybe I can't remember who it was, but one of the queens, or maybe a few of the queens, like we heard, were really sweet on camera, but then like really rude and like uninterested off camera. So maybe Scarlett comes across again. I think I'm a decent judge of character. I think Scarlett does come across as generally sweet and caring and interested and wanting to better herself, etc. So again, I'm just surprised that whereas Raja doesn't. Raja comes across as quite aggressive, self-centered, like. But yeah, self-centered basically.
Yeah, so I think self-centered is definitely it. Because like in a lot of that interview before this haunted me a bit. But like that interview where like Raja just interrupts Mercedes to talk, like talking about being the first Muslim queen, to be like, "I'm the first Christian single."
Yeah.
Not only like was
self-centered.
But yeah, that's the thing. Not only was that part awful, but actually like just didn't really read the room. So there was a point where Brooke mentioned something about blackface, which obviously is awful. But like Brooke mentions that, and everyone else gets that Brooke is talking about how awful that is. Like everyone else in the room is like, "Oh my god, isn't it awful that someone compared this to blackface?" Yeah. And everyone else is like, "Yeah, that's really fucking low, actually." And you can see like Raja being like, "No, like blackface is always wrong," and everyone's like, "Yeah, we all agree." That's why we're having this conversation. Actually, everyone started at that point.
Yeah.
And like, but like, yeah. So it's just.
Yeah, I just feel like don't throw Scarlett under Roxy's bus. That's all I'm saying. But yes, as I said earlier, for the lip sync,
we as drag faces get to choose our family.
Exactly. I feel like. As I say earlier, if like lip sync was skewed towards Raja with the sort of song it was.
So is it again?
I felt like the lip sync was skewed towards Raja by the sort of song it was, like the song choice.
Yeah,
it wasn't the song Scarlett was going to do well, and I think given that she did do well. Do you not think that Gina's fair?
I think Scarlett kind of. So I think actually, I was really glad that it started off slow at least.
Because we're not going there. Sorry,
I think it was really good that it was a song that started off slow to kind of give Scarlett a chance to do that. I think if it had been like Party in the USA again, it would have been quite unfair on Scarlett to be like, "You're starting off in a dress." But obviously, it's Scarlett's fault. Like she chose to be in that dress. But
yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, so you don't agree?
Oh, I mean, I thought in a little way it benefited Scarlett actually, but.
Oh really?
But at the same time, I don't know. It is the kind. I don't know. I guess any song like that, like any high energy.
I just feel like if you look back, no, but it was like I don't know. You look back at any song that Raj has been lip syncing, it's been a song that suited her. Like I want to see Raj get like a Britney Spears song. Like she's not going to do well, like in a song like that, like a song that's like less funky, less groovy, like whatever. Like the songs have suited Raja.
Yeah.
Like I think that's purposeful. Fair. I don't know.
She's now survived 3 lip syncs.
Yeah, which is very frustrating.
I don't get why she's still there.
No,
I think what really frustrates me is like watching. I could see Scarlett having a moment midway through the season where she would be like, "Actually, shit, I'm really underperforming," and then turning it around and being a strong contender.
Yeah,
kind of like a Pearl.
Yeah, and a shame that she didn't see it from. But again, like we were saying, I don't really care. Like I thought she was going to go because I just sense it. I'm like she'd kill All Stars, and I think the producers know that, and that's why half the reason she got sent home.
Yeah, but I think that's what really annoys me about Raja is like when she keeps on surviving. I'm like, but you're not going to be here till the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and not coming back from All Stars either.
Like, I'm bored by you.
Yeah. It's very Ariel. She's like similar to like for different reasons, but very similar to Ariel for me in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay, but what was cool from lip sync as well, but Scarlett was, you can see how hungry Scarlett was for it.
I really love that Scarlett just went for it.
Yeah.
And like she can't really dance, but she gave what I thought was a really fun performance. Like I was there for it.
Yeah.
Like I love that she just went for little bits of glitter. She was having fun.
The dress reveal was super cool.
That was really cool.
And then Raja again went down like, oh no, it was Honey Dample, but Raja went down off the stage. Like, girls, stop doing that. Like, we know, don't take off your wigs, don't jump down, don't break your light bulbs. Like, it's like pretty simple. I don't know. So it just frustrated me that like I do feel like Scarlett deserved to win that lip sync.
Yeah,
But again, I feel like I wouldn't send her home, so I think that was probably part of it. And again, to be fair, like no one was miles ahead of the other one, particularly. Neither of them were going to win, so fine.
Yeah, I think as well. Yeah, sorry.
That's it.
I think it's a season as well, like you were kind of saying with that, where there are quite a few strong queens, and you know that obviously not all of them can win, and you know that not all of them can be in the top 3 or 4.
Yeah,
and you've got a lot of queens who are very strong, but kind of ended up going home a bit earlier. So I mean, I know you weren't necessarily the biggest fan of Honey Davenport, but I did think there was a bit more there than Ariel, for example.
I would agree with that.
And so I was kind of annoyed that we still had Ariel and Raja, but we didn't have Honey.
That's fair.
And so it's kind of frustrating to me to lose someone like Scarlett, who actually, even if she's not necessarily doing that well, is a bit interesting.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe Raja can turn it around and win the whole entire season.
Yeah. No, I agree. Sorry, who? Raja did you say?
Yeah.
No, don't say that.
No, I really don't want that.
Okay,
don't joke about that.
No, don't joke about that. So I got like one note on Untucked, but is there anything else you wanted to say about like lip sync or?
Yeah, I just thought I was a bit surprised actually with how after the lip sync went, I kind of thought like Scarlett from that deserves to stay, and she's against someone who's lip syncing for their 3rd time.
Yeah.
Like for me, I was like,
yeah, I know.
But I do wonder if like Scarlett was almost taken out because she wasn't meeting her potential, and also because they want to get on All Stars.
She's not very nice. I mean, I'd rather like, yeah, exactly. I think.
Like, I feel like basically All Stars.
She's coming back, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Honey. I feel like we will see Honey.
I don't care. I don't know. I don't think Honey was that good at all. But anyway, so on Untucked again, like we sort of talked about already, but like I've written a couple of quotes from Raja. You threw me under the bus, and I'm not mad.
From Raja was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 quotes from Raja.
Oh, God, Raja and Untucked just pissed me off. It was just like nothing was her fault.
Yeah.
Maybe, in fairness, maybe she was just acting defensively because she was so pissed that she was probably going to be the bottom again. But it's just like you don't take it out like that. You look like
no,
a
but like
fool.
that's what I mean. It's like everyone chose Scarlett pretty much unashamedly, including Raja, and then Scarlett was the only one who was like graceful about it and was like, graceful is not the right word. I can't think what the right word is, but like, you know, this is difficult, but you know, Raja's got to be you because you've been in the bottom a few times.
Yeah, and it was very much a resigned. I have to choose someone.
Yeah, exactly. And then Raja's like, you really threw me under the bus.
Raja, I don't think you understand what throwing someone under the bus means.
Exactly. Yeah,
like, you were really happy to be like, send that bitch home.
Yeah, exactly. And after everyone else had done it as well. Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, I just thought it was just really childish for me from Raja. Like I get that you're angry and a bit wounded, and it must be a shitty place. You know, you're in week 6, week 7. Whatever.
No, she's doing it to herself. I've got no sympathy.
Yeah, true. But I mean, that's what I mean. Like it must be frustrating to be that far into the season and be like, okay, I'm about to lip sync for my 3rd time in like 6 weeks. I've not won a challenge. I've won like too many challenges or whatever. Like that's it. And so I do wonder if it's kind of that played into it in her head. But you don't act like that.
Yeah,
I guess it's easy for us to say that not being in a high pressure competitive environment that's filmed all the time, but
no, yeah, that's basically the baseline of it. Like, I don't think you can. I don't like when people try to excuse bad behavior. Like, I don't know, like. I think she's behaving badly. And again, like for me, as I said previously, is when it affects other people. Like you can be like behaving badly if it just affects yourself. Like when you're like being rude to other people, like just no excuse.
And you just look like a fool.
Yeah. Any other notes on Untucked or anything?
It was just weird. I hated this whole wig drama. It was just the most ridiculous thing.
Oh god, it was so stupid.
It was just like, can you hear yourself?
Like, let's not talk about it. Like, it's not worth talking about.
True. There was just what I was talking
about.
There were a couple of moments just where queens looked like they were going to chip in and be like, guys, this is fucking pointless.
No, they were like, and then they did serious.
And then they got into it. I think there was a couple like one time where Sugar went to go say something, and so did Brooklyn. I was like, oh, finally, like one of them is going to say some sense and be like, girls, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, actually, no, I think it was pretty shady that she said you girls need it. I'm like, you know what? She made it like it. Not that I obviously I don't really care much about it, but I thought like if Plastique had really said like, oh, these girls need it, I would have like surely that just sounds like a like standard drag 101 read.
Exactly, like
of like and like oh you know love Connie said far worse.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing was absolutely ridiculous. It kind of sucks though. Like there's no like shows you there's no good drama at the moment. No, so that's fine. Okay, so that's everything for this episode, right?
Yeah.
See you in twos.
Oh yeah.
My Christmas super easy, guys. Obviously, get involved.
Oh, who's mine?
Easy, Adam Ripple. by a mile. Come on.
Oh yeah, of course, has to go to Adam Rippon.
Yeah.
Like, who else could deliver lines that I don't know if it's just the tone of his voice.
He got to host again. He got to.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is his first time hosting something. It was filmed afterwards.
Right.
But like, yeah, just slaying the hosting game.
The tone of his voice, I always wonder if, like, it always just sounds like he's really insincere. And I know he probably does mean what he's saying. He's always like, "Oh my god, you look great," and it just always comes across like, "I hate you," and the very ground you walk upon.
Yeah. I think it's probably like a confidence thing. Something's going on.
I do always wonder, because sometimes with Olympians, you like, I guess because you have to be so hyper focused on something. I do wonder if you almost like shut out everything else. Yeah, because I find with a lot of sports people, I find them sometimes quite boring to be interviewed because their life is so much one thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. I totally agree with you. Kurt's giving it to Vanjie. Cos giving it to Scarlett.
Yeah. If I were to give it seriously, who would I give it to?
Scarlett's good.
Yeah, Scarlett's a good choice.
I might go Scarlett as well.
I don't know who would I save anything else for her? Yeah, I don't know.
Uniqueness?
Yeah. Okay. Who was most unique for this week? Maybe Plastique, actually. It wasn't unique in a broader sense of like imagination, perhaps. But
I think Nina.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to agree, though.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And I want to give something to Nina.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Nina.
Yeah, you do. Nerve?
That little silky Nina kiss. Interesting. Nina did talk about the double standards on that. The fact that people are like, when they kiss, but like Brooklyn and Vanjie kiss, and people are like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't react to it. I thought it was
slightly bigger people.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was cute.
It was cute. Yeah.
Oh, Kurt's giving it to Nina. Gosh, you can't re-give your charisma out. You've already done it. Nerve.
No. I'm going to say Raja for her nerve in saying that like she was thrown under the bus when literally 1 out of 5 people chose
100%.
her.
Raja being self-centered. Kurt's giving it to Raj and Silky for that stupid drama. You've got to choose one. You've got to commit to one, Kurt. I'm afraid that's the rule. I'm very strict on this, as you should know by now. Talent.
Evie for that look alone. I mean, and for the dance.
Yeah, everything. She definitely gets talent.
I'm surprised she didn't win.
Or maybe Vanjie would be a second, but Evie easily actually for me, for my team.
That look was incredible. Like, of all the looks I've adored this season, most of them are Evie's.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Like that. Oh my god, that jellyfish.
Cos is green. Yeah, you love that jellyfish.
It's so fucking good.
It was good. Cool. So that's with. Cos is giving nerve to Raja, hands down. And he's giving tea to Evie. Yeah, that's a good point, Kurt, we do. Okay, so recommendations. I know what mine is.
Oh, I feel like I've been living under a rock.
Recommend a rock. Recommend a rock. Oh.
Rocks are great.
Exactly. Like, turn your story around.
Yeah.
Own it.
Give me an Adam Rippon. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Story.
Exactly.
Oh shit! No, you do yours, and I'm like,
okay. So I watched Us a few days ago. Loved it.
So Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, she's so good in it. Cos didn't like it as much as Get Out, but I definitely preferred Us to Get Out, which I think is probably controversial. I think most people prefer Get Out. Have you seen Get Out?
No.
Get Out is good. You're not a massive horror fan, are you?
No, but I do enjoy them.
Okay, I really recommend Us. I think like. It's just so good. The acting is phenomenal. The story's better. The twists are really great. It's really unsettling the whole way through. Like the way things are revealed, like I don't know. Cause it's very good. I loved it. And yeah, the acting especially was amazing. Like they all played 2 characters, and like I think my biggest fear is crazy people. So it's really awkward to do these streams. And like that's kind of the like focus of the film. I don't really want to give anything away, but unhinged people, you know. So it just was unsettling the whole way through. Really, she didn't really know what was going to happen at any point. I think like the parallels were interesting, and yeah, I agree. Because
I do have recommendations.
I'm sure there were holes. I watched quite a few YouTube videos that like sum up the plot, and I think it's really easy to find holes in things. I think it's like more fun looking for ways to try and gel stuff together. Like I don't know if you guys know, probably said like if you guys have been around for a while, but I've released a couple of visual novels, and to me like the story doesn't. I don't think the story, especially for Enshulagong, doesn't necessarily immediately tie together. Like all of it, you could go through and think, oh, there are holes, but there aren't holes. Like everything does tie together, but some of it's looser than like others. I think I wanted to do it like that, so I think it's fun for people to try and like tie things together and like come up with theories and things. Like I really like that.
And like I'm not just saying that because he's here, but it's really fucking good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll put a link in the description if anyone's down. But I really like, so I do really like films like that, but aren't immediately obvious, and like you need to go back and watch it because you come up with your own theories, and you watch like read other people's theories and lines and stuff.
And I think like because it has to be the right amount, like it has to be the right amount of holes, because it has to be like enough where you can put yourself into it, but not so many that you kind of fall through the gaps and are like this is just nothing held together by nothing. Interesting,
because they're saying there were too many holes in the film becomes too pretentious. I didn't get that for myself personally, but again, like, I guess like different people take things different things. That's fine. Like, I can see why you would say that potentially, but I didn't get that. And Kurt's recommendation is his favorite YouTube music artist is releasing a new song called "Cute Without You." Please give it a listen when it comes out. I love the old version you did last year. Cool.
I feel like I've heard that song title recently.
Huh.
Who's it?
Yeah, what's the person's name? And then give them a shout out, which I'm sure they'll really appreciate.
I have a recommendation, which sort of I think I'm really late to the party. So I've been listening to Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish's album, and I've been quite enjoying it.
I heard good things. I listened to it because I heard she's been blasted everywhere over YouTube for a while.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a couple of songs. And I don't know if it's really for me. It was quite. I don't know. Again, like I'm not a massive fan of her, so maybe that's why. Maybe the comparison is not apt. But Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, it's gonna for me. It's gonna like a little bit Lorde, a little bit Lana Del Rey, but like some really fun, interesting, dark stuff. And she kind of does some fun things with beats.
Yeah, she's obviously an exceptional singer. Again, like for me, the main thing is with all music is someone's vocals, and her vocals are great. I think the song was just a bit too downbeat for me. The ones I've listened to.
Yeah, there are a few that are quite downbeat.
I haven't had. You know, like any like upbeat ones you can link me to. I'd be up for that.
Yeah, there's quite. I'll play one for you.
Oh, cool.
They're thirsty for Dan, I think, or causes.
No, leave Dan alone.
We should have worn like Dan socks for him.
I thought I went to gym today. These are socks I wore to gym, so try my best.
Yeah. And it was Emma Blackery.
Yeah. Cute Without You. Cool.
There we go.
I have to look out for that. Cool. All right. Cheers for getting involved, guys. I've been sorting out my PC, so I can't use my remote to end the stream. So I've got to go over there. So do you want to do a little outro for me while I go over there?
As Seafoam Soldier.
Yeah, I'll give you 30 seconds.
Oh gosh.
Go on, go.
This is longer than some of my relationships. Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's some interesting stuff from Kat. Her old version is YouTube. She made it at the same time she was releasing her Villains album. I recommended album before. Good. Also, actually, fun other person who I got the center stage.
I love this outro. Come on.
Like Rosalia is really fun. She's like sort of flamenco, but like if James Blake did flamenco music.
Interesting.
Really fun. Yeah. Really cool. I don't know what she's singing about because I don't speak Spanish, but good fun. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. So now this is really corny now to just break into it. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I don't know why I've gone a bit Julie Andrews almost. Make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell to get that notification or whatever that shit is. Anyway, love you. Keep it floppy.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.